Hey Bloody Mary lovers, it's Camille with Venture, Wisconsin, and we are back today to bring you yet another list of the best and unique Bloody Marys in Northeast Wisconsin. Today we are in the Fox Valley, and this video is brought to you guys by Devil Dave's Bloody Mary Rimmers. Things are about to get bloody. Hey y'all, we are at Two of a Kind in Dundas, Wisconsin, which is about 5 miles east of Kaukauna. And today we traveled all the way here because we heard that they have an extreme loaded Bloody Mary. So we're gonna go check it out. All right guys, stop number 1 at Two of a Kind. We learned that they make their Bloody Mary mix from scratch, and it's also a huge labor of love because their eggs come from a local farm and they're farm fresh. And they also won Heart of the Valley's Best Bloody Mary recently. So we're gonna try out this Bloody Mary and see what the hype is all about. Ooh, it is very delicious. It's like everything you want in a Bloody Mary mix. It's not too spicy at all, but it does have a little bit of a bite to it. And it tastes like fresh tomato. Yum. The burnt bacon tastes so good. And we're on to the next one. All right guys, next up on the list, we are at Otter Creek Sports Bar and Grill. And I can't even begin to fathom how large of a Bloody Mary this is. My jaw like dropped when she brought this out to me. It has everything on it. There's a whole corn dog in here, and fruit, and tons of different meats. They have pizza rolls, they got it all. And their Bloody Mary mix is also a homemade mix, and they actually make theirs with clamato. So let's try it out. Definitely a homemade Bloody Mary mix, you can tell right away. And I can almost taste the clamato difference. It's almost like a lighter taste, and it is really good. It's not too salty though, which you kind of expect with clamato. It's got the perfect amount of salt to it. Not too spicy at all, like definitely pretty mild for people that like more mild Bloody Marys. But it's got a really good flavor to it, and it would be perfect to mix with all these different flavored foods, for sure. All right guys, we are at our next stop, which is Doozy Sports Club. And here we have another extremely loaded Bloody Mary. Their Bloody Mary mix is also made from scratch, and they had some pretty unique ingredients in it. Like they used their horseradish, and they also use like buffalo sauce. That's pretty different from some of the recipes I've seen so far. And this actually originated at Green Bay. So this skewer demonstrates perfectly like a field goal with a football going through it. And they have tons of fun skewers. They have some cheeseburger sliders, wings, they got some meatballs and peppers. They have it all. But first we're gonna take a sip of the Bloody Mary. So don't mind me disappearing. Ooh, and it has that spice of buffalo sauce. Like I can taste it for sure. And it's good. You can actually kind of taste the horseradish sauce. I didn't think I'd be able to. And it's just all over. A really good balanced Bloody Mary. Next up, we are at Lino Michoacan in downtown Appleton. And today we are going to be trying out their specialty Bloody Mary that they make with beer. So this is their specialty Bloody Mary. It is called the Michelada. And this Bloody Mary comes with a specialty straw that you actually have to bite off the end in order to be able to drink from it. And it's a spicy and sweet taste to it. It's made from the tamarind fruit. And saying this is one hell of a time, but I'm gonna go for it. It's called the tamarindo. And so we're gonna bite this and see how this goes. Oh, it's hard. Okay, that's really weird. It's like gum. But yeah, sweet and spicy. It's actually really good. So now, we're gonna try the Bloody Mary. You can definitely taste the difference with the beer. Taste the beer right away. This has a lot of specialty spices in here, and you can tell a lot of intricate flavors from the other ones that we've tried. I taste more of like the citrus, like lime or lemon. The spices are really good though. It's not too spicy like where I can still drink it, but it's got a lot more tang than the other ones that we've been drinking. So it's a nice, different kind of Bloody Mary. And this thing is really fun to start it off. I'm gonna eat probably this whole thing off the straw.
Salud.
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 On to the next. All right, guys, so I did just want to explain a little bit more about our sponsorship with Devil Days. First off, they do have 2 different flavors we've been using today. They have burnt bacon and spicy dill pickle. However, burnt bacon was definitely a favorite. And every single place that we've been visiting today has been putting these on their rims for us to enjoy with the Bloody Marys to match the uniqueness of the product with the uniqueness of the Bloodies. However, all of the places we have visited do not serve the Devil Days Bloody Mary rimmers, but you can definitely go and order these online for your own enjoyment at devildaves.com. So now we are at Houdinis Gastropub to enjoy the Oaxaca. Here we have the Oaxaca. And this Bloody Mary is super different. It's made with their homemade Bloody Mary sauce to start off, but instead they use tequila instead of vodka. And they also have a homemade adobo sauce. And there's a deep fried avocado on here. So a lot of things that I don't think I've ever had in a Bloody Mary. I'm a little afraid, but we're gonna just dive right into it. Super different. He poured a lot of tequila in there, but it surprisingly isn't overbearing. Tastes really good. He also poured, it looks like a lot of like hot sauces and like kind of spicier stuff into it, but it's got a good level of spice. It mixes really well with the tequila. And this Bloody Mary is like the perfect size for like how much flavor is packed into this. You don't want it super loaded. It gives you kind of a break up here. More of the classic stuff. It tastes really well with the Devil Daves rimmer. We have the bacon one right now. It normally comes with a chili lime. And I could also see it being delicious with that as well, but this is like super great. Everything about it's just really unique and like different. I mean, I've never had a Bloody Mary with tequila or fresh made adobo sauce. Let's see what our next stop has in store. So for our next stop, we are at the famous Parker John's Barbecue and Pizza, and we're getting their beautiful Pitmaster Bloody. Oh, and I love it. It's got such like a different flavor than a lot of Bloody Marys. It almost tastes like there's like barbecue sauce in it, like probably from all of the meat, kind of just making its way into the Bloody Mary. And it's not the typical like spiced and salty Bloody Mary. My definitely favorite part is their pulled pork slider. I've had it before and it never disappoints. You could definitely eat this as like a meal if you're eating it alone, or as like an appetizer if you're sharing it with your friends. So huge shout out to Parker John's for everything that they included on this Bloody Mary for us. And now we are on to our next stop. For our last stop, we are in Greenville. So let's see what Field and Fire has to offer. All right, for the last stop on our list, we are at Field and Fire. Delicious restaurant. But now we're gonna try out their Bloody Mary that they serve during their brunch hours. And this little mini pizza up here on top, he said that it's great when you dip it in to the Bloody Mary. But first we're gonna get a sip of this Bloody Mary by itself. Superb, beautiful way to end my day. It's not too much, it's not too little. It's the perfect Bloody Mary to walk away with a full stomach for. Kind of a napkin. Delicious. And these are my favorite thing in the world. So I'm excited to have this for a taster. So thank you to all of the bars and restaurants that welcomed us in to try all of their amazing Bloodies. Overall, the experience was amazing, but my ultimate favorite Bloody Mary of the day had to have been two of a kind with the mixture of the awesome Bloody Mary flavor with their awesome like list of toppings. It was just a really overall good homemade Bloody Mary. Moving on to Otter Creek, definitely had the most like balanced meal aspect. I mean, I had a skewer of fresh fruit, I had a skewer with cheesecake on it, meat, vegetables, like you name it, it was on there. There was like a little bit of everything and it was super cool. And then at Lino, we had a super unique, the most unique I think out of all of them, with the beer tipped over and then the hot sauce running straight into the drink, and then that straw that I still can't pronounce that I had to bite off the end to take a drink. Super unique and different. And then Field and Fire definitely was like the Bloody Mary that I would go to when I'm looking to have a lighter Bloody Mary and not a full meal, which a lot of people sometimes don't want that. They had the nice light drink and the nice light snack on top. And then Parker John's had probably the best quality of toppings with all of the different kinds of meat, all so delicious in their own ways, and it definitely makes you super full with all of their options. And Houdinis, I would say, deviates the furthest away from a typical Bloody Mary. I was so surprised with tequila and avocado and their homemade sauces and spices. It was just really different and cool. And then lastly, over at Doozy's, they honestly, I think, had the best appearance of a Bloody Mary. It was gorgeous and huge and just had so much color and variation to it, and it looked so appetizing and so fresh, and all of them had something so unique to them, and I really couldn't pick out which ones were the best and which ones were the worst. They were all wonderful. So let's start a discussion in the comments. I'm super curious to hear what Bloody Marys you guys have tried from this video or thought looked the best and can't wait to try for yourselves. I'm excited to hear what you all have to say, and I'll see you guys again next time.